blessing you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Hi there, this is Danny, and welcome to this piano tutorial where I'm going to teach you how to play The Blessing by Kari Jobe. It's a great song, and I hope this tutorial really helps you out a lot. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. But just before we do that, I just want to let you know that if you want to take your worship piano playing to a whole nother level, then I have written a book called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano, and there's a link in the description for that book. And so I would definitely encourage you to check that out. It's just down there. If you want to play some of the stuff like I was playing in that intro there, if you want to take your improv to a whole nother level, then definitely check that out. I'll say more about it at the end. All right, now let's just get right into this song here. And we're just going to look at the key first and then the chords and just some things you can do with it. So the original song is in the key of B major. And so in the key of B major, there are 5 sharps. And I'm just going to go ahead and play through that scale for you real quick. Please play along with me so that way you're used to the key that we're in, because we're using all of the black keys when it comes to the key of B major. So here we go. Here is the scale. All right, there we go. Let me just go through the notes really quick for you in this key. So we have B, and then we have C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. And then we're back to B, of course. So there we go. There is the key that we are in. Play that a couple times through, get oriented with it, or if you're playing it in another key, just definitely get used to it in that key that you are using. All right, now with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into the chords. The first chord that we have in this song is B, which is the 1 chord in the key of B. So let's look at how to play that. What we're going to do for that, let's start with the left hand, is I'm going to play this B right here. So here is middle C on my keyboard, so I'm coming down here to play that. And what I'm going to do with the left hand is I'm going to play 2 notes, this B and F sharp. Okay, and then for the right hand, what we're going to do is put our thumb right here on the B, which is right under middle C. So what we are going to play is B, D sharp, F sharp. So those 3 notes. So all together, that looks and sounds like this. All right, and that's just our starting point. There's a bunch of other things you can play, but that's just a great place to start. It's just playing the chord like that. You can put this note in, the C sharp. You can put the E in. Now let's just keep going through the verse chords. So the next chord is going to be E. And so for that one, we're going to take the left hand. We're going to come down here, and we're going to be on this E with the pinky. So what we're going to play is this: E, B, E with the left hand. And for the right hand, what we're going to do, we're still in this position right here, and we are going to play B, E, F sharp. B, E, F sharp. So all together that looks and sounds like this. All right, moving on. The next chord is going to be B over D sharp. And so this is a slash chord, and what it means is we're playing a B chord, but we're not putting B on the bottom of the chord. We're putting the D sharp on the bottom. So there's a couple different ways you can play this. My favorite way to play it, let's just go through that real quick and then I'll show you what else you can do, is like this. So with our left hand, we have our pinky here. So we'll play this D sharp and then B with the pointer finger and then this F sharp with the thumb. All right, that's a little bit of a stretch. And if you can't play that, that's okay. I'll show you what else you can do in just a second. But that's what I like to play with the left hand right there. It's also kind of deep and really thick sounding, so it's not always best to play it like that. So I'll show you the other options. But with the right hand, what we're going to do is we're just going to play a B chord, just like we did for the normal B. So, and that is going to be like this. Thumb on B, middle finger on D sharp, and pinky on F sharp. So altogether that sounds like this. All right, now if this left hand is too much of a stretch, or if it's just too if it's just too full sounding for you, then what you can do is take off this F sharp, and then you would just be playing D sharp and B for the left hand. But in this style, there's also there's kind of a big gap between the hands. So it also sounds maybe a little bit too muddy sometimes. And if you think it sounds too muddy, then there's still another option. You can take the D sharp and you can move it to the one up here, which is just below the right hand. So you can just play that single note. And that's how that sounds. D sharp, B, D sharp, F sharp. So that is also an option. You have plenty of options. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And this also sounds really nice. It's a great option, I think, on the verses, especially. It can sound really nice. And then on the choruses, maybe you can come down here and make it more like full sounding. Okay, now that's that. Let's go to the next chord, which is F sharp. And for this F sharp, we're gonna come from down here, if you play it down here, and we're gonna just move up here to this F sharp, and we're gonna play F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. And with the right hand, we're gonna change our position just a little bit. We've been right here, and we're going to move our thumb down here to the A sharp, and then we'll play pointer finger on C sharp, and then pinky finger on F sharp. So that's what that looks like. So altogether, that looks and sounds like this. Now, I have heard, and I'm sure that you have too, that on this chord, the piano player does a little riff. It's a little thing that they do just before the chord changes after this F sharp. And what they do is they play, and then what they play is G sharp, A sharp, B. 6, 7, 1, if you were thinking of the interval numbers. So that's how that goes when they change to the next chord, but it goes. So if you want to play that, that's all it does right there. It's like super easy, those 3 notes. And then you play the B when it changes to the next chord. So let's go to that next chord now, which is G sharp. All right, now for this G sharp minor, by the way. So for this one, we're just going to move up a little bit, and we're going to play with the left hand the G sharp, D sharp, G sharp. And for the right hand, we're just going back actually to the B major chord. So for the right hand, we're playing B, D sharp, F sharp. And that's how it sounds all together. Really good sounding chord. Okay, and then just to finish off the verse, we've already done all of these next chords that we're going to play, but let's just go through them again. Then we come back to E. I've already shown you how to play that one. And then for the "and give you peace" lyrics, it goes back to the B over D sharp, and then F sharp, and back to B. All right, and then the one other thing is that in the little break there between the verse and the chorus, it should be a B sus chord, which would mean that you changed the D sharp here in the right hand to an E. So the B sus or suspended chord is going to be like this with the left hand. We're going to play B and F sharp just like before, and then for the right hand we're going to play B, E, F sharp. And then if you want to even make it sound, I don't know what this is. It sounds a little bit more like old school to me, but it's definitely it's a nice little trick to do, is that when you play the sus chord, you can also put the C sharp, the 2 in there. So that's 4 notes. B, C sharp, E, F sharp. That's also a cool sound if you want to do that. Otherwise, if you want it just more more hollow and modern sounding, you can just play the 3 notes. Whatever your preference is. All right, and then for the chorus and the bridge chords, these are chords that I've already shown you. So I'll just go through them real quickly. But yeah, let's just look at them. The chorus and the bridge chords are the same thing. So when it sings, Amen, 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 Amen. So let's just look at those real quick. We have the G sharp minor, which again for the left hand, these 3 notes, G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and then for the right hand, B, D sharp, F sharp, and then E, so we come down here for the left hand, E, B, E, and then for the right hand we have B, E, F sharp, and then we come back to the B chord, so for the left hand we have B, F sharp, and right hand, B, D sharp, F sharp, and then the F sharp chord. So for the left hand we're coming down here and we're going to play F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and for the right hand we're going to come down here and play A sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and that's that. All right, there you go, my friends. Those are all the chords for The Blessing. Now let's just go over a couple things with the rhythm of these chords. Now when you play these chords, this is how I like to do it. Like if we're playing, let's say for example, the G sharp minor chord, the 6th chord. This is our chord for that. Remember that? So what I like to do is hit all of them together on the first beat. So all 6 notes there. So hit them together and then do a little bit of right hand work. Whatever you want to do, there are literally infinite options that you can do when it comes to improv. You can just play the chord, or you can switch up the chord, move back and forth, or you can go, or you can go, a lot of different things with that. So all together, right hand work, and then the left hand, you're going to want to play the notes with the left hand again from the bottom to the top. And it's really easy. You just, so something like that. So in rhythm, what that's going to sound like is this. All together, right hand, left hand. If that makes sense. Do that with every chord that you're going to play so that you give it some good rhythm. So again, all together, right hand, and while you're still doing the right hand, you can go something like that with the left hand. Or you can hit them all together again with the left hand, that's also fine, but I usually like to play them separately, going up like that. So up to speed, what that looks like, and I'll just play through a little bit of the song for you, is going to be like this. There you go. Now I was switching things up there. I was also sometimes, especially on the B over D sharp, I was at first playing these separately. So you can always switch it up, but that's just what I recommend for you right there. All right, my friends, and there you go. That is how you play The Blessing by Kari Jobe. I hope you have fun practicing this song, and even more importantly, worshiping God. So please feel free to let me know if you have any comments in the comments section down below. I'll be so happy to answer them for you and help you out with whatever you need. Now again, one last time, if you want to learn how to play a little bit more like the stuff I've been playing in this video where I kind of, go off a bit more. Stuff like that, then please check out the link for my book. I teach you all about how to do that. There's basically 3 hacks or tips or keys that I give you in the book. Again, and it's called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano. And those 3 keys are, first off, the left hand, what to play for the left hand and how to do that, where you can play, where you can't play. And then the second tip or key hack, whatever, is the right hand, how to do the right hand, like chords, what sounds good, and how it works together with the left hand and how to put them together as well. And then the third one is definitely my favorite one. That's how to do improv with the right hand and actually the left hand as well. And I give you an amazing trick for improv that is actually foolproof. You cannot make a mistake if you follow the trick that I show you for improv in there. It's just amazing. And I'll bet you've never heard of it. I've talked to advanced players who have actually never heard of the concept. So anyway, that's that. I hope that that if you check that out, I hope that if you buy the book, then it'll greatly bless you. All right, and that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.